Welcome to our tutorial around building a strong online presence for your business. In this tutorial, we'll be going through and exploring the potential of online branding and provide comprehensive strategies with actionable steps to help your business thrive in this digital world. It's an ongoing battle growing and building this section of your business, and I'm excited to take you through the journey and get you started on the first steps of fully understanding the potential that it has to offer. Let's get straight into it. These are going to be topics that we add to regularly, continuously updating the strategies and adding to them to make sure that you can keep up to date. Remembering that some of these videos are more of a hypothetical teaching of how this is and what it is, instead of actually teaching you how to implement it. It's important to remember, we don't know what we don't know. So some of these videos are more to just bring people that may not be up to the same level as you and get their understanding of something potentially new in marketing, easing them into it. As time goes on, there'll be more advanced videos that get added for you to dive straight into and grow your knowledge in each individual area of marketing. Some of the topics that we're going to cover throughout this section is the importance of a strong online presence, creating a professional, clean website, utilizing search engine optimization, or you may know it as SEO, leveraging social media, producing quality content, engaging online reviews, and utilizing advanced email marketing strategies. There's more things that we're going to be adding to this section of the course, like mail marketing and direct mail marketing, things like networking as well. These are all things that as we grow as an organization, we want to be able to test and trial multiple different ways to generate business. For some businesses out there, some of these strategies are going to be completely useless. But what I would ask of you is that you don't write them off because you don't think it's going to work. Some businesses that we've worked with, I've been very pleasantly shocked at some of the strategies we utilize and how we implement them actually become, over time, one of their most effective strategies. If we didn't step out to trial new things, we would have never been able to find the thing that works the best. Remember, you don't know what you don't know. And if you don't ever go out and trial a new strategy, maybe you'll never find the answer to your current problems. The importance of a strong online presence. Now, it's important to realize how diverse online presence is. We want to make sure that we are everywhere. We want to make sure that we have access to utilizing and touching our database and our potential client list in multiple different areas. Again, we want to make sure that the branding and the message that we scream out to these people, they all follow the same set of goals. We want to use online presence to, yes, generate leads and that turns into business that becomes paying clients, but also to nurture our clients, to nurture the people who may not be ready to take action today. Maybe they're ready in 6 months. These online strategies is how we can hold on to them. We can follow up with them and make sure that we're looking after their best interests until they are ready to take action. Vice versa, maybe you do get someone take action. Our online presence is how we're going to capture them to get them to turn into repeat clientele. It's a lot cheaper to generate a client again than it is to generate a new one every single time. So one of the things I want you to keep thinking about here is the diverse range of strategies that you can utilize in online presence building. And all the stuff we teach you through this section can be implemented for so many different reasons. Yes, front-end lead generation is a great area to metric your success off of. One of the best metrics of success to make sure that your marketing is working is seeing when do you generate a lead to when they do business. Checking that conversion rate and checking the conversion rate of when someone becomes a client. How soon do they become a client again? Or how soon do they refer someone? An online presence and having a strong online presence is where all of this starts to become important. Understanding that conversion rate is all dictated by what we do here in the next few hours of training with all of these modules. Let's start implementing the strategies to build strong online presence. It's important that everything that goes into your website is clear, and we're going to go through some of the basics now, but some of the things like choosing a clear domain name that represents exactly what you do is an extraordinarily important thing. Some of the more basic things like making sure that your branding guide, your name, and your domain name all represent your brand and it's easy to remember. Select reliable web hosting services, and remember that speed is your friend with websites. Design a user-friendly layout that is clear to navigate. Make sure to include essential information about your products and service, contact details, and calls to action regularly throughout your website. Adding a blog to provide more valuable content and drive organic traffic to your site is highly recommended as well. With websites, one thing that we always want to remember is that there's always the possibility for improvement. Improvement can be across many different aspects. Things like how long does someone stay on the website? How regularly do they come back to it? And how quickly do they take action on either putting their details into a call to action or buying one of your products? Remember, your website should have things like heat maps, recorders that track every single person and what they do on your site. So that way you can start to analyze data on how to improve. Remember, with your website, the things that you think that might work sometimes isn't actually what makes people take action. This is where data becomes extraordinarily important. We've got to work out how to make your website more succinct, clean, and clear for people. Remembering that there's many different devices that people use in today's world, and we want it to be perfectly optimized for every single one of those devices as well. If you look at your website right now, and you think that you can have clear changes to it. Now, I would say that every single website in the world does have the opportunity to improve. What you should be doing is starting to work with your team on some of the small things you can do today to start to make your business align more with your brand story and what your brand actually stands for. Start to do surveying around what changes people would like to see on your site to make it more concise and clean for people to understand. Work out more ways to generate leads through your website. At the end of the day, we have a website to be able to generate leads or provide value to people. If your website's not generating leads and it's not providing value to people, then you need to make some serious changes quickly if you want to stay up with an ever-evolving world. To effectively utilize SEO, conduct keyword research to identify relevant terms for your business. Optimize your website content, your meta tags, and your URLs with targeted keywords, and create quality content that addresses your audience's needs and interests. Additionally, build a solid backlink profile through guest postings, collaborations, and content promotions. Monitor your website's performance using tools like Google Analytics and Google Search Console, as well as other tools like SEMrush. SEO is an important aspect of your business that you need to remember it's a long play. When someone can search something that's relevant to your industry and your business shows up first on Google, that's not costing you anything for them to then click on your links. It's important to understand the impact of that. Some of our clients, when they first started their business, had no SEO ranking. SEO basically means that when someone searches something about your business, you're going to show up higher in those search results. The higher you search, the more people that will click on your business and potentially become a client. It's important to know the difference between paid advertising and organic. Although it costs a lot of time and effort to get your SEO ranking high, it's invaluable to businesses that want to have a long-term growth effect. SEO is one of the most important long-term things for a business. We're going to have a lot more training that goes a lot more in depth on SEO. That as your business grows and your SEO ranking grows, it will cost less and less to generate a client. Once you have the top page rankings on Google and Bing and Yahoo, you'll be able to generate clients without ever having to pay cost per lead, which means over the time, in 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years, your business will start to have a regular inbound lead process that's organic, that doesn't cost you money for every single lead that's generated. It's organic for a reason. So it's important that you start to understand SEO and start implementing a good SEO strategy for your long-term success. Leverage social media. In order to leverage social media, firstly, identify the social media platform that's most relevant to your target audience. Create a consistent brand identity across all platforms and share valuable content, including blog posts, videos, and infographics. Engage with your audience by responding to comments and messages, and use analytics tools to track your social media performance and adjust your strategy accordingly. It's important to remember with social media though, for some industries, that's not where you're going to generate clients, but it's where you can keep clients informed about your business and get them to start buying into not just what you do, but why you do it. Social media is one of those marketing areas that for some businesses, they don't see the impact of it. But for others, they find a way to utilize and get through to their market, to the point where even in some industries where you think social media wouldn't even work, it's one of the biggest lead providers for them. I will say it is quite hit and miss with business. And the reason for that is remember the psychology of someone going on social media. If you don't have a strong why, you don't have a strong brand, and you don't have a strong mission, people will struggle to want to follow the content that you have to offer. If you can provide value and education or entertainment through your brand, you'll be able to get a lot more success out of your social media strategy. To produce quality content, develop a content calendar to plan and schedule your content production. Research your target audience to identify their interests and pain points. Create various content formats such as blog posts, videos, infographics, and podcasts, and share your content across all social media platforms and relevant online communities. Measure content performance using analytics tools and adjust your strategy based on insights. It's important to remember with creating content that you've got to be able to tell a story with this content. If you can't tell a story and you can't engage people, people won't want to engage with this content. I always think about it this way, that if you can't entertain someone, make them interested, or educate them truly, then the content isn't going to do as much justice for you. If you can't educate, entertain, or make your audience more informed when they need it, your content won't actually do what you want for them. With content creation, I always say that you either have to be educating or entertaining your audience. As long as you can do one of those things and it's perceived properly, then you'll be able to master what we call content creation and content scalability, which is where people actually want to see the content that you have to offer. But before you can do that, you have to find out why people follow what you do, because the content has to be informative to them, and this content has to be non-obligation. People can't feel like you're just trying to sell them through the content you display, but instead, educate them without having an underlying meaning of why you're doing it. It should be about giving, not trying to take. You should be trying to educate and entertain your audience without asking for their business. The more they see of you that they like, the more they'll trust you. The more people trust you, the more they'll want to do business with you. Encouraging online reviews will help people trust your brand that you can do a positive service. However, I would be hesitant to only ask reviews from satisfied customers. But some strategies you can use around that is eliminate the opportunity for anyone who says a 1, 2, or 3 star through to actually leaving a review, but instead they would get forwarded to being able to get a complimentary feedback request so that way you can actually find out what you did wrong in making them an unhappy client. Include links to review platforms on your website, social media profiles, and email signatures. It's sometimes the simple things that people can just see that you have good reviews that makes them trust your brand even more. I will say, responding to all of your reviews professionally and in a timely manner is extremely important. Despite them being positive or negative, it's important to be able to show people that you care. And addressing negative feedback by offering solutions and demonstrating your commitment to the customer satisfaction is an important part to share that you actually truly do care. Share positive reviews on your website and social media channels to showcase your customer satisfaction. Utilize email marketing. To utilize email marketing, offer incentives for website visitors to join your email list, such as discounts or free resources like ebooks and reports. It's important to make sure that your email marketing is actually valuable to the person that you're sending it to. Inside of our CRM, we have a great access to templates and email marketing services to be able to send database emails and segment the emails across many different audiences. However, there are many other email marketing service providers in the industry. It's important to be able to track the performance of emails moving forward, so that way you know if your emails are actually succeeding more for your business or starting to affect the long-term relationship you have with potential clients. Segment your email lists based on customer interests, behaviors, and demographics, and create personalized email campaigns with valuable content and exclusive offers. Monitor email performance, things like open rates, click-through rates, and conversions to optimize future campaigns. Remember, emailing is something that you want to get right. I've seen businesses scale to the sky because they get this part of their business correct. It's where you can build extraordinarily high rates of repeat and referral clients, and it's where you can nurture potential clients to become clients over time. Remembering that just because they're in your email list, maybe they're not ready to buy today is an important thing to remember, to make sure that you treat every single person in that email list not like a lead, but like a person that you're trying to help. When you start to look at it like that, when you find out the needs that they have, you'll be able to help them be able to move through the sales cycle at their own pace. By implementing the strategies and actionable steps discussed in this tutorial, and I know they're brief, this is more of an overview of some of the areas that you should be starting to master for your business. But your business is going to be able to harness the full potential of online branding and build a strong online presence from the next few stages of this course. From creating a professional website to leveraging social media and producing quality content, these tactics will help you increase your reach and get to broader audiences, establishing consumer trust and ultimately growing your business. As you invest time and resources into building your online presence, you'll find that the business growth becomes easier, and over time, the valuable tools you have to offer to your potential customers increase, making driving sales and increasing your conversions will become easier and easier over time. Remember to periodically review and update your online branding strategy to ensure they remain effective and relevant in an ever-evolving digital landscape. Embrace your new trends, technology, and platforms to stay ahead of the competition and maintain a strong online connection with your audience. Consistently evaluating your online presence and making necessary adjustments will help you maintain a comprehensive edge and stay connected with your target audience. As you continue to grow your business, your online presence will become an even more critical aspect of overall marketing strategy. By investing time and resources into building a robust online presence, you are setting your business up for a long-term success in a digital world. Remember, the last thing I'll leave you with is that the things that you do in setting up an online presence sometimes won't make an instant impact. And overdoing this over a long time, your business will start to be a trailblazer in the industry and start to be the person that people need to go through to get their problems solved. So remember to consistently keep coming back to these strategies. I'm excited to take you through the more in-depth versions of explaining how to implement these particular strategies into your business, and I look forward to seeing you in the next videos.